Sever the mind, wonder what you'll find within the soul's divine. Put on ice, watch a nigga slip, think he will not suffice. Make him idle, ought to be infamous, time becomes a fucking rival. Basically better the devil within himself, he faced the fucking tidal wave. Hands moving all in my fucking face, I hate this place. Goddamn disgusted by my face, I feel like wasted damn skin cause the tint that's on my face.
The only people that I've ever seen kind of suffice for me and offer me the support always is you guys, my people. You guys are my people, and I felt very attached to the, I don't want to call it a family, so I fucking hate that. I like to call it a cult. I like to call it a family. I feel attached to you guys as if you were my own family, even though I don't know half of you, even though I can't really be everything ideally I want to be for you guys, which I'm trying to be. I'm trying to assert myself. That's like, I hate like sounding like an egotistical motherfucker, but this is the closest I can get to it. I'm trying to assert myself as some sort of prince, regardless of the stipulations around my name, regardless of all the negativity that I'm fed, regardless of how some people treat me. I've tried.
ridiculous crowd that goes as far as I can see right now is a pretty good symbol of how much of an impact he made on so many people. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Obviously, I'm kind of living like a mother. I'm sure a lot of you guys are.
Long live X! 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 Long live X!
might appear that the hydrangea is a fairly simple plant, but there are more complications. The cultivation of hydrangeas was evolved from a number of varieties originally found in Japan, not all of which, of course, have the same characteristics. Two of them do not share the quality of producing blue flowers in mineral-rich soils.
Allow me to introduce our American visitors. I must ask you to forgive their somewhat lackadaisical manners, but I have conditioned them, or brainwashed them, which I understand is the new American word, to believe that they are waiting out a storm in the lobby of a small hotel in New Jersey, where a meeting of the Ladies' Garden Club is in progress.
You will notice that I have told them they may smoke. I've allowed my people to have a little fun in the selection of bizarre tobacco substitutes. Are you enjoying your cigarette, Ed?
Yes, ma'am. Yak dung. Oh, tastes good, like a cigarette should. Now then, comrade.
May I present the famous Raymond Shaw?
Young man, you've flown 8,000 miles to this dreary spot in Manchuria to see. Raymond, pull your chair over here by me, please. I am sure you've all heard the old wives' tale that no hypnotized subject may be forced to do that which is repellent to his moral nature, whatever that may be. Nonsense, of course. Oh, you note-takers might set down a reminder to consult Brenman's paper, Experiments in the Hypnotic Production of Antisocial and Self-Injurious Behavior, or Wells' 1941 paper, which was titled, I believe, Experiments in the Hypnotic Production of Crime.
Or, of course, Andrew Salter's remarkable book, Conditioned Reflex Therapy, to name only three. Or if it offends you that only the West is working to manufacture more crime and better criminals.
Against the modern shortages, I suggest Krasnogorsky's Primary Violence Motivation, or Surav's The Unilateral Suggestion to Self-Destruction.
My dear Jan, as you grow older, you grow more long-winded. And we get to the point, has the man ever killed anyone? Or has enough?
I apologize, my dear Dmitri. I keep forgetting that you're a young country and your attention span is limited. Tell me, Raymond, have you ever killed anyone?
No, ma'am.
Not even in combat?
In combat? Yes, ma'am, I think so.
Of course you have, Raymond. Raymond has been a crack shot since childhood.
Marvelous outlet for his aggressions. May I have the bayonet, please?
Not with the knife, with the hands.
With the hands?
Here, have him use this. Ah, da.
Raymond, whom do you dislike the least in your group here today?
The least?
That's right.
Well, I guess Captain Markham, ma'am.
Notice how he is always drawn to authority. That won't do, Raymond. We need the captain to get you your medal. Whom else?
Well, I guess Ed Mavoli, ma'am.
Ah, that's better. Now then, Raymond, take this scarf and strangle Ed Mavoli to death.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon.
Hey, Sarge, cut it up. What? Quiet, Ed, please. Now you just sit there quietly and cooperate.
Yes, ma'am.
To the hearts of all flesh. Yeah, stand your horn.
Oh God, I beg for forgiveness. So help me, Lord, yes, I beg for forgiveness. Deep in my heart, please I'm crying for forgiveness. Allah, you Akbar, I fall to my knees for forgiveness. Branded by the steel iron, bullets flying, ladies being hit through wickedness. I'm losing my grip. I thought we lived by the books, the Bible, Quran, we pick cotton. My back is still hot and darkened. They threw burners in our babies' faces. Pale hands that look scary touched our bodies in the strangest places. Sweat from the white man's head fell on our daughters as she cried, giving white man head. Almighty, alrighty, niggas is screwing. God, won't you tell me why these whole niggas is screwing? I'm sorry, Father, sacrifice me. Leave my wife, sacrifice me twice so my kids can see paradise, paradise.
So we heal our God, King C.i.a, Jehovah God, Jah Rastafari, who seated in Zion and reigneth in the hearts of all flesh. Whoa. Let my cause, O Jah, with them that strive with me. Fight against them, whoa. That fight against me, whoa. Take hold thy shield and buckle and stand up for my help. Oh Jah, only you can comfort me. La la la, la 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 la, la la la. Oh, is that your heart?
Curse to the wicked snakes who try to snatch the truth away. Curse be the ones who try to take our youth away. Peace to the black, the brown, the red, yellow, and white seed. We don't discriminate, man, over color, creed. They try to snatch up our beast, son, and steal our culture. Like German Catholics, whitewashing Roman sculptures. How dare you try to deny Allah's intelligence? Kidnap the truth and destroying the black evidence.
Glory be to the Father, glory be to the Son, glory be to the Holy One of creation. Whoa. As Jah was in the beginning, is now and forever shall be. Jah world without end. Whoa. So we heal our God, King C.i.a, Jehovah God, Jah Rastafari, who seated in Zion and reigning in the hearts of all flesh. Whoa.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Go Deep, episode 14, the 1 and the 4. Of course, you see what this is about. If you see the intro, you kind of know this is about Manchurian Candidate. This is about brainwashing. This is about military, military projects that does all of that weird stuff. But as always, the first thing and the only thing you should be doing right now is rolling you up a blunt, making yourself a drink, so you can get ready for Go Deep episode 14. And until then, you listen to some music. Be right back.
Okay. The Juzza Tony Touch classic. You know what I'm saying? We gonna bang y'all in the head one time, blaze up on y'all one time real fast.
Do the mix on that shit. Make it a record real quick. Do your thing. Yeah, hook it up. Alright, make it a record. Get down with me on this.
I take y'all niggas straight beneath the surface to the core. If it ain't raw, it's worthless. Pen tab professional, holder ink. Wild river raps fall off the raft and sink. Tony let a brother touch, 20 bar rush. The way we push through equivalent, the rocket thrust. A large just, I laid for the mixtapes. Quick the Quaker label make. The sound came out of rusted crate. Surrounded by cobwebs, beat smooth enough to slide through like bobsleds. On a cold white snow, plus with the right flow. Wu-Tang niggas, they shine and make the mic glow.
You killing no gorilla in with all that screw facing. Pacing back and forth looking savage. Stop.
Whether plugged in or plugged out, I ain't good mugged or thugged out. Blood in or blood out, some was bugged out. Might look at you and slice you. But 50 face stupid and shape of a Nike swoop. Who the fuck you think let y'all wild niggas in? Allow you to put down your guns and raise your pen. Rule a zigzag zig, we don't fuck with no pig. We teach the kids, you rather have a bullet or word to your wig. Murder race increases, pull a hose the size of 50-cent pieces. Don't worry about the weed or pussy, I read books. I'm liable to make your king with 3 books. You see the Wu devil, you raise the black fist. Maybe Tony touched Concord, needle will scratch this. The Ice Cube link you bought from the Jew for 80 G's was only appraised at 42. Gazed upon by the eyes of multitude of people who would trade gold for food. I heard boys had killed more than nuclear wars had. Was 3 sons who walk around dressed in all red. Bobby, did you say if you ever in Compton or Long Beach, break my son's Doc Doom in crisis with a nice piece.
Penetrate on mixtape with the legislation. Illustrate constant elevation. Spark friction. Shawshank, golden on redemption. Endorsed by the master inscription signature.
Off top, my unorthodox style of attack. It's like Hannibal rolling on elephant's back. Pack a long barrel, busting off strong ammo. My light so vast, I cast 20-foot shadows. First family, 5th capo. Micro to macro, loaded in your head, play it back slow. Act like you know, this is no drill. Murderers rap and feel, going for kill. On these New York City sidewalks we walk, camouflage, dodging the eyes of the hawk. Canal sport, toting the 5th, sliding off. My live source moving across with brute force. Blood sport, many more heads face the blade. Fakers must fade, the stakes have now raised. Words of murder, suspense and intrigue make major league niggas show signs of fatigue. My killer bees span wider than 7 seas. Squeeze on MCs with bullet train speed. Tony's touch create more gold than Midas. Your highness, all in your head like your hairstylist.
Frosty mug, big ringleaders, top secret thug. Lamping and cheaters, orange Thor with the murder glove. Bow to the town, devilish grin look peculiar. Swung on his faggot, knocked the windows out of Sylvia's. Tim's got stuffed up, my ankles got sprained, that's my word. To every single seat I smack flames. Staten Island's Bayside, the teachings of Elijah. Thrown out the temple, now collided with the father. Nicknames put in, Clarence 13X before the Will Smiths and the limelights of Cuba Gooding. Lost in the cosmos, exploding through a quasar. Be ducking pulsars again and stay still, be the gods. Tony Tots, word out. Big face, ghost in effect.
Kiss of death, motherfucker. Definitely the strongest shit on the shelf. Double R, D-Block. Yeah, what? Yo, listen, the thugs need it. Hoes gon' use it. Me, I'm just a young nigga that make old music. Shit is real, I put the F on the 4. Keep it with me, cause possession's 9/10 of the law. Here I am, going all out again, doing all that I can. Even had a daughter born out of sin. Nigga, I make pain cinematic. I spit dope and you been an addict. Treat beef like jail, summertime. Something big with the scope under the winter jacket. I use the winter tactics, and I know you tryna play the role, but bullets the wrong shit to interact with. I hurt the game, hurt Ravine. Soon as you murk something, these niggas a chirp Janine. Yeah, let them all cock ride in my mansion with a bottle. Move a novel and the walls spin counterclockwise. Might as well go on, go and see Poppy. Cause niggas only know 3 words. He shot me. That's why I be eyeing them down. No dap, no rap, cause these niggas be wired for sound. But I still put a hole in the goon. Jada Montega still put a hole in the spoon. Pay the bond later. Plenty ones, plenty guns, plenty ammo. Remember this, Calamate. Get their Calamo. Motherfucker. What? Calamate. Get their Calamo. You know what that mean, huh? Calm down before I calm you down.
I don't wanna talk much. You getting hawked up and chalked up. 2 guns up on your tour bus. Heard you got the cops with you. That's a goddamn shame to talk on your album. I thought you had a block with you. Couple niggas to pop with you. You full of shit, and the only thing you got is a couple niggas to drop with you. Waiting for a nigga with a mouth like you. When they said you was the hottest, they meant out your crew. I'm the hardest in New York City. You think not, I got a Glock, Chic Luke style. You walk with me, you bitch niggas die lyrics. I keep the 9 and the 5 series. Won't you come work a 9 to 5 with me? See the bricks move, the stick ups pulled. I got the killers laying flat down in pickups too. Pop up and put a clip in your mug. Hate is different than love. It spread fast as you get me, cuz shit. Let me explain, my brain's on a different wave. Everybody get it now. Fuck it, it's a different day. And suck my dick when I ain't got shit to say. Niggas think I'm dumb like I ain't put them bricks away. Prepare for the war, anxious to kill. Bing shit, swing shit, leave you shanked in the grill. I ain't give a fuck, then on now. When or how many niggas died at the pen on styles? What?
And my nephew, Alchemist. Hey yo, I ain't seen nothing yet. Niggas all threat, pussy when they sober, dogs when they wet. What up, killer? Nigga, please stop frontin'. You don't need a safe to hold 5 G's. My neck don't freeze and my wrist don't either. I don't need it. I just copped a house on a visa, and I ain't go platinum. First album was a teaser. Now they on my meat like ice in the freezer. Chic Louis, I tell you that boy, he's a problem. I take out blackheads like a tweezer. With his credit, you homie, and let the wolves eat you. We don't need to dump lead at you, homie. You either in or you out of it. Cause I got a son now, and you fucking up a lot of shit I gotta get. And I hate for this to get out of hand and have to give it to a nigga I played with in the sand. Shit, the West Coast barely know the name of our band. That's why I spit enough heat to give a nigga a tan. Alright, I know you got mad cake, okay, nigga, and? Sheik don't give a fuck, I let my gut hang. You 1 day away from lipo on the face tuck. This that D-block, Alchemist, Heat Rock. Yo, I'm fucked up, man. He passed that blunt, you're busy with my yakis, son. Fuck that, I'm out of here. Let's go, let's go.
Reverend ALC, you know what I'm saying?
First in, bitch. Son, I swear it was like 30 of them. They all came surround me, the 2 inches and 9 inches. And I turned around, I thought Neil bounced. I turned around, Neil was right there with the ice, son. You know he's bent. When he get bent, he's out of it. He's right there like this.
Yo, back in this bitch. I know you like that music. That was first. That's some Wu-Tang. Then second, that was Alchemist and the Locks. Hip hop, I know you liked it. I know you feel better. That's my job. That's what I'm here for. So let's get into this shit. Brain manipulation. MK Ultra. Fucking, mind control. Social engineering. All of that shit. All of that shit we face every day, and we don't know it. All of these former Nazi experiments that they've been experimenting on the Jews in the concentration camp, all of their experiments are still going on in America. And that has been going on since Project Paperclip, since we've got their scientists. America has been using technology that they've been using, the Nazis. That technology, of course, we were showing how that technology consists of, weapons like stealth bomber, the stealth, stuff like that. That technology consists of a lot of technology used by NASA and JPL. All of that shit is Nazi shit. But one of the most craziest project they were going on is mind control. They were putting people through crazy shit to see how you can break a human being, how you could, what's the levels of VX gas a human being can take, You know, all kind of shit. Wonder Woman showed a little bit of that in her first movie when they were gassing the people, and you know, the lady was, you know, just basically experimenting on people with the most painful methods. The Nazis did that. They didn't give a fuck. Hold on, I got a text. So, the Nazis experimenting on everything, on everybody, experimenting on humans to figure out all kind of ways that the brain works, the body works, what the body likes, what the body don't like, what the brain does during certain situations. Crazy shit. But they figured out how to control your brain. So, like I said before, I got a text, sorry, that I was pointing out they were doing this in Wonder Woman. In Wonder Woman, the bad guys was the Nazis before they were Nazis. They were the Germans. Then Hitler came and they became the Nazis, the Nazi party. But it's the same form of indoctrination. I mean, it's the same system that's still going on today, and it's being practiced in America. And since America is the most popular place in the world, then what our culture does is it spreads around the whole world. So the brainwashing that we do on our TVs every day, we see it on our news every day, it's spreading across the whole world. That crew is still trying to take over the whole world, and they've been doing it, and we're nothing but like lab rats to them. The Tuskegee experiments, they were testing syphilis on the black population. You know, other experiments in, you know, St. Louis, where they were dumping, you know, LSD into the water to see what it did to the black population. You know, other experiments where they've tested LSD on people to see if they can come up with a truth serum. You know, that famous scene in Good Shepherd when the guy jumped out of the window after the CIA was trying to test LSD on him. That's an actual true situation that actually happened. You know, and they've been doing this in like the 50s and 60s. So they now already know what the brain, how the brain operates, and how the human operates. So now in 2018, this is considered the future. Back then, when they were in the 60s, they considered 2018 the future. So all of the shit that they were working on was to work on this day right now. And we are still being brainwashed. We are still being brainwashed every day by the TV. Like I said something the other day about how I'm a little disappointed in most our Charleston artists, because like it seemed like y'all are just fighting to get in the newspaper. Y'all are just fighting to get on TV. Y'all are just fighting to get on the radio, but not really fighting to make a difference in a very powerful city. And that shit is disheartening, because y'all know the TV, the media, the mainstream media is full of lies. Y'all know that shit. Y'all know it's full of deceit. Y'all know these niggas go crazy when they get in this shit, because they can't stand how the people lie in the mainstream media. The lies is called propaganda. When we listen to this or when we watch it on TV, the lies and the misleading information that they give us every day, nonstop, it's called propaganda. So it teaches you wrong on purpose. So if you're taught wrong and you're led by propaganda, you don't know really what's going on. So you're asleep, and you're basically as good as dead. You've been experimented on until you're basically asleep. So the furthest thing you can do is go to work every day, get up, go to work, come home, redo that shit tomorrow. That's the best you can do. You'll never make a dent on life. Nobody will ever write about you in historical books, because you came and were brainwashed and you gave up your ghost. You sold out. And I look and see it around me like, golly, I can't, y'all already know what's going on. You see damn Fucking XXX just got murdered yesterday. He was in the industry. He was successful in the industry and rich. And he got taken out. All people's problems happen when they get in the industry. So if you already had problems before, like DMX, the industry is just going to make it worse. It's just going to chew you up and spit you out, because the industry is lies. The industry is propaganda. The industry is MK Ultra propaganda, misinformation. And that's why we're so fucked up. That's why we can't succeed. That's why we can't rise, because it's where our information is wrong. And I see it firsthand, not just on TV. I see it firsthand in our lives, especially in Charleston. I see it firsthand in our lives. Listen to this shit, yo. I'm going to tell you what's up in my city and my experience of going through it, because I've pretty much shaken hands with everybody in this city. But so in this city right now, this is Charleston, South Carolina, for those who don't know. We're on the 33rd degree parallel. We're the first city that they brought slaves to in America. We're the first city that Africans from Africa touched down in America, Charleston. Very powerful, very, very powerful city. So we got these people who are and is and always will be military intelligence, Masons, sorority, fraternity, Greek life, young politician wannabes. So what they do, they know the media sends out bullshit, right? They know that. They internalize that bullshit that's been sent from afar, sent from on top. It rolls downhill. Like I said before, I said this on one of my videos, I think, or I was talking to my girlfriend, I don't remember, but I said back in the day, they didn't even want slaves to read. They didn't want us to be informed at all, because if we were just informed, it would liberate us. Just information alone would liberate us. All we have to do is know what's going on and we'll be liberated, because as a whole, we don't know what's going on because we have been lied to, manipulated, propagandized on. It's the war is now a mental war. It's not a physical war. It's a mental war. It's a mental war, because they know if they take over your thoughts, they will take over your actions, which will take over your whole physical by just taking over your thoughts. That's what mind control, that's what propaganda is. That's what I was showing you in the clip. Those boys were sitting on Manchurian Candidate. Those boys were sitting down thinking they were getting talked to by a woman in a flower shop. Those boys was actually being talked to by military generals who's testing out the new project of hypnosis that they're doing on these people that can hypnotize them to the point where they don't know what's going on around them, and they will kill on cue. So let me get back to what's going on in Charleston. These people are here. These people are, we all know Charleston. We've been in the news a lot for Charleston 9. We've been in the news a lot for Walter Scott. And I'm a fucking rest in peace to these people, because that's what I gotta say. But check this out. Dylan Roof is not the only one who did that. Dylan Roof, and I'm gonna be real, I live in this city. Dylan Roof was probably the trigger man who was probably hypnotized to do that shit. But the people who hypnotized Dylan Roof are still here. Are still here. And they are making money off this new pseudo black resurgence. They're making money off this, but they're responsible of destroying the black community under our nose, because we don't see them. We don't recognize what they're doing. Look at all of their agendas. It's stupid agendas that gets us nowhere, but fucked up. And I'm gonna break it down even more. Hillary came to Charleston, South Carolina, the weekend of the Charleston 9 murders. And then they take it and they spin it and they make it like, oh, oh, you know, like the Democrats always do. Oh, there's so much racism in America. The Democrats love to say that. But they're responsible for the worst cities in the black community in America. The Democrats. The Democrats are responsible for all of us being fucked up. If you really know your facts, the Democrats are responsible. Barack Obama is responsible for us not having reparations 2018 right now. Imagine if they pay you the money that they owed you from slavery. Dr. Claude Anderson was making that happen, and Barack Obama stopped that shit. But we all love Barack Obama, and we all don't believe what I just told you, but it's true. We all don't believe that Barack Obama would do that because we are under mind control. We look, the enemies are right in our face. They're standing right next to us, but we don't see them. I see them because I know the agendas, and they're all agendas. They all match. The Me Too movement, the women's and shit, that was the women march when Trump first won, which is now the women push that has the Me Too movement going. That also has the women empowerment movement going on. That also has the slut walk, no slut shaming movement going on. They got all of this bullshit going on. They're a secret little woman's army, and they're taking niggas down. We know that. And they're sitting right next to us, and they're Democrats. So when you see somebody's agenda match with that women empowerment shit, you already know who they are. They're paid by George Soros through the Democratic Party to destabilize America. And there's plenty of them. The new Black Panther Party, same thing. Black Lives Matters, same thing. Any of them you can think about, it's the same thing. NAACP, same thing. That's why we don't succeed, because our leaders are lying. Our leaders are acting like, oh, we just made it to the mountaintop and we got shut down by the white man in the last minute. Oh, but that march was so nice up to the mountaintop, wasn't it, guys? And we're like, yeah, that march was nice. We almost made it. We always almost make it. But what really goes on is your leaders took a deal with the devil that say, hey, just walk them to the mountaintop, but don't let them go over that shit. And your leader said, okay, devil, that's what I'll do. And walk back to your community and led you along with some bullshit. Some shit that'll never help your people. And they'll keep leading you along. And they're in Charleston. And they helped in the Charleston 9. I know that. By mind manipulation. Remember during the same time that shit was going on, Farrakhan wanted to come down here. The Black Panthers wanted to come down here. Not the real Black Panthers, the new Black Panthers wanted to come down here. Tariq Nasheed, all that shit. We was in the news, put this shit heavy. So heavy that we had to come together by the thousands and just hold hands. And then it didn't stop. Even the news, remember the news was like, the media said there's a riot going on in Charleston, and all the niggas in Charleston looked out the window and was like, yo, there ain't shit going on in Charleston. And if it wasn't for our cell phones and live, the whole world would have thought there was riots going on in Charleston. Just like there were riots being formed in North Carolina, Charlotte, and they fell for it. Fucking DC, and they fell for it. Florida, they fell for it. St. Louis, they fell for it. Atlanta, they all fell for it. That was the Democrats routing y'all up. That was routing y'all up to be so socially fucking racially aware of what you thought you was woke, but you were so racially on point that you were ready to fight, but they were making you ready to fight so Trump won't win. They wanted you to be ready to fight Trump. That's what Summer 16 was all about. The Democrats did that to us. On the media, they're talking about Charleston is rioting. Why do you think they wanted Charleston to be rioting? Why do you think the Charleston 9 happened in the same weekend Hillary Clinton showed up to this bitch? Why do you think we can't win at all and we've been voting Democrats for the last 60 years? Why? Why? It's a mind flip, y'all boys. It's a mind flip. Pay attention to these agendas of these people because they purposely are leading you off a cliff. No matter if they say they like you, they want to be around you, they want to help you out with your movement, they want to do nothing. They only want to lead you off the cliff because you cannot win. There's no more Malcolm X's. They got to make sure there be no more Martin Luther Kings, no more nothing. So when you get popping and you start looking like you about to have a following, the enemy is going to come to your set and be like, yo, I can help you out. Let's kick it. Blah, 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 blah. And while they're in your set, they're sabotaging your shit while they're fucking with you. But you don't know it because you're mind controlled and you're looking at them like a good person. But they're really a bad person. That's why you can't get no wins. That's why nothing is succeeding for black people. There's fucking cranes and construction of white people shit going up all over the city. The white people are coming living nice in the city, living beautiful. Black people having fucking do-rag contests and fucking goddamn you can have, oh yeah, we had the first national black chicken and watermelon contest, eating contest. And then we'll rock with that shit. We'll go out to that shit and act like, oh yeah, we're at the first chicken and watermelon eating contest. Bitch, that's some racist shit. You don't see that? Fucking, y'all got so mad at this man on H&M for designing a shirt with a monkey on it, but you let Beyonce say that they on some ape shit. That's a monkey. You've been rocking bathing apes for forever. That's a monkey. They've been calling you a monkey. LeBron on the magazine looking like King Kong holding a white girl. That's calling you a monkey. Beyonce talk about they on some ape shit. They on some monkey shit. But y'all tore up H&M for that shit. But y'all didn't tear up Bathing Apes. Y'all didn't tear up Beyonce. I think I'm too deep for y'all bitches, so I'm about to get out y'all. I'm going to put some white people shit in here so it's confirming what I say and y'all believe me. And then we'll drop some more music. But I think I'm a little too deep for y'all boys. I don't think y'all catch on yet, but I'm going to put this in the ether so it's going to be up here for the next hundreds of years. And eventually y'all will catch on and be like, God damn, that nigga Peely was on some shit. That nigga was on some shit. He knew this shit. But I'm out this bitch because I ain't no bitch. Go deep. Episode 14. Yeah, beach.
In the wake of World War II, the US government is engaged in a large number of secret medical experiments designed to help win the Cold War. Developing techniques for mind control to create a so-called Manchurian candidate. What is the extent of these brainwashing experiments? How did the CIA become involved in such far-reaching and disturbing research? In May 1953, scientists at Porton Down are researching one of the most lethal nerve agents known to man, sarin. The experiments are conducted on military volunteers, but the young servicemen have no idea what they are letting themselves in for.
On the board there was a separate notice, typed, which said in so many words, volunteers wanted to help find a cure for the common cold.
By volunteering, Ken Earl becomes an unsuspecting guinea pig in the war against the Soviets. On May 4th at Porton Down, he and 5 other Air Force men are led into a small room by 2 technicians.
We were told by the 2 men to roll up the left sleeve. These 2 men then took 2 pieces of material and they taped them to our forearm. They then gave us each a respirator and that we were not, under any circumstances, to take off the respirator. And the door was sealed behind us. It was very, very poky, a small building. And I found out since it was a gas chamber, which puts the fear of death into you, of course. This technician, with a vial and a pipette, went round each of us, and he dripped onto these pieces of material 20 drops in 2 rows.
The clear liquid is sarin nerve agent. It is quickly absorbed into the arm through the skin. The effects are immediate.
I became absolutely claustrophobic. I didn't know what sheer terror there is in being trapped and not being able to breathe properly. You feel you can't breathe. I was sweating profusely. And I now, even today, I have nightmares about it. After half an hour, we were released, gasping and spluttering and sweating into the open air. Beautiful sunny May morning. Absolute bliss. What a wonderful thing to be alive.
The corresponding paperwork clearly states the purpose of the experiment is to determine the lethal dose of sarin. After the Korean War, disturbing new intelligence reaches Washington. Hundreds of American troops are still being held captive, subjected to brainwashing experiments, and then killed. Mind control research back home intensifies. The new goal is to cause an individual to become subservient to an imposed control, to the point where he will perform acts against his will and then have no memory of the act. The search for a real-life Manchurian candidate begins. To produce such an assassin, the CIA faces 2 main challenges: how to induce amnesia and how to program in new behavior. In 1957, Dr. Ewan Cameron, an eminent psychiatrist in Montreal, believes he has the answers. Cameron applies his techniques under the guise of normal therapy.
There's a 3-part technique which started with an effort to wipe out past patterns of behavior. And this was accomplished through the use of particularly intensive, repeated, high-level electroshocks until no more convulsions could be elicited from a patient.
Cameron then plays tape-recorded messages through helmets that are locked to his patients' heads. This psychic driving forces them to listen to repetitive statements for weeks on end to program in new behavior.
And then the final phase was to try to wipe out all recollection of what had happened. And that was accomplished by putting people to sleep for 30, 40 days, accompanied by different kinds of cocktails of drugs. Now that's not any kind of therapy. That's a brainwashing experiment.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.